So, for those who are seeing me for your very first time, my name is Dr. Kariuki Josphat, married to one Pieros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 young children. Before this opportunity that we'll be sharing with you, Pieros was a high school teacher teaching physics and mathematics. And myself, I was a full-time lecturer in the university here in Nairobi teaching computer science. And you would believe it that within a short while of building this business, we were able to fire our bosses, enjoy financial freedom and time freedom, and empower tens of thousands of other people also to achieve their dreams. Some already have achieved, others are on their way to achieving their dreams. And that gives us a great pleasure to wake up every morning with enthusiasm, ready to touch many other lives. And so for those who are here for your very first time, be ready for a total transformation, not only of your lives, but also for friends who might want to achieve more out of their lives. So may I first take us through the presentation, and then thereafter we'll be getting some success story from one of our top leaders here in Nairobi. So you allow me to share the slides, and by the way, it will take just a few minutes, but also very, very clear. Okay, so there we are. So let me put the full screen. So the team hosting this meeting, we are called the International Superstars team. And the team was started going to 13 years now by my wife and myself. And the reason why we did that was simply to help individuals with the best strategy for building business. So our mission is, as you can see there, to help individuals to build their own independent businesses so as to realize their financial freedom and the full potential in that case, travel around the world, we love lifestyle, and therefore generally live a better lifestyle, right? So we got to the first things first. And we say that your health is your greatest wealth. I don't know how many of us agree with that, that your health is your greatest wealth. You don't want to make all the money and then you take that money to hospitals, to India. But then World Health Organization gives us a very good guide on how we should feed if we want to maintain perfect health. They tell us to do exercises and manage our weight. And then we do physical, we eat whole grains. That is unrefined grains to feed ourselves because you are as healthy as yourself. And then we take lots of fruits and vegetables. Why? To boost our immunity. So that these opportunistic diseases don't really attack you so easily. As we go up, our triangle is narrowing down, and you can see we have less proteins and then very little fats and sugars, or you do away with them altogether. But we do that. Who can claim that they do exactly that? Now, in most cases, we do the opposite. We do the opposite, like this lady here, doing lots of fats and sugars, lots of protein, especially red meat, very little of fruits and vegetables, unless we are hospitalized, no whole grains, and no time for physical exercise. What is the result of this, ladies and gentlemen? Chronic diseases. Now, I'm sure I'm answering a question that perhaps many people have had in their minds. Why is it that we have so many chronic diseases today that were not there those many years ago? Our grandparents were not really suffering from these chronic diseases as it is today. It's because of eating the wrong way. Do you know somebody who is having or died of cancer, pressure, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory diseases like asthma, obesity? They are all over. Out of every 4, 3 die as a result of these diseases. All is not lost, because we have a wonderful partner. As the Superstars team, we are very proud of our partner, that is Neolife International, who provides us with a perfect solution when it comes to our health. And I'll also show you how we partner in business with the company. And that is Neolife. Started 65 years ago by Jerry Brasfield, a good friend of mine in US, California. In Africa, it came in 1971 through South Africa. Here in Kenya, 1996. I know we have people from different countries. And you can imagine today we are in 57 countries. Isn't that wonderful? For the last 65 years, meaning the company has stood the test of time, and it's really popular because it's empowering nations. We are guided by very good values. Think of these values: absolute honesty and integrity. What we tell you is what there is, no exaggeration. People are number one. We are not really in the business of making money. Money is a result of empowering other people. If you focus on helping others to achieve what they want to achieve in life, then you will have automatically achieved yours. Then products that work because of the scientists that you are seeing on the screen there, headed by the late Dr. Arthur Fast, the founder of cancer chemotherapy. These scientists and doctors make sure that the products are scientifically researched and they are natural. They are based in nature. And then it's an equal opportunity for all. Some of us have gone to school, gotten so many degrees. There are others who have not done the same, but we have an equal opportunity here. Some are young, others old or advanced in age. You don't say that people are old, you say they are advanced in age. But it's an equal opportunity for all. And then long-range vision. What you start today, this business, will take care of your generations to come. So Neolife now provides us with the solutions for the gaps we created in our triangle, so that where we don't take whole grains, they provide us with this 3NN here, whole grains of soya with rice to feed ourselves. And then where we didn't take enough fruits and vegetables, we have carotenoid complex, which boosts your immunity in 20 days by 37%. Omega-3 salmon plus, very good for oils in our bodies. It's made of from the purest salmon fish. So for your brain health, your heart health, your joints, and so on and so forth. And then multi, meaning many minerals and vitamins. So the 4 are put in this sachet you're seeing on this side here. And then in this big box called Provitality, we have 30 such sachets like this. So that after taking that Provitality, the triangle which was upside down now is sitting the right side up. And man, it's so exciting when you take Provitality, you have full energy from morning to evening, you look younger for longer, and you do away with these chronic diseases. You don't want to be among the statistics. I tell people, even if you don't want to join us for money, which is the main thing for many people who join us, at least you need to join us for your health. And if your health is perfect, then the health of other people. Because if you are not affected, if you're not infected, then you are affected in one way or the other. When you have a brother who is diabetic, then you are the one to take care of him. So you even become more sick than them. And it's not only Provitality that we have so many other products, including weight management, products that manage your weight. We have a category called herbal alternatives to fine-tune our hormones. For ladies, we have feminine herbal. For men, we have masculine herbal. And many other herbals that we have, so that you don't get likes of breast cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer for ladies, And for men, we don't get prostate cancer. Ladies are not able to conceive when they have hormonal imbalance. So all that. Then for our detergents, we have organic home care. Instead of using chemicals in our houses, like my famous one here, LDC, you bathe with it, you toothbrush with it, you wash utensils, vegetables, everything with it. So it's so economical. And you use very little, you dilute with a lot of water before you use. So you end up saving a lot of money, and you are dealing with an organic detergent. Skin care for all of us. Anyone in the call who has a skin, if you have a skin, then you need to put organic skin care, age-defying skin care, instead of putting on your face chemicals, which will ultimately affect your health. Because what you put on your skin goes into your body and organs. Then we have a children program, so we should invest in the health of our children. And then farm care, the famous one here, Super Grow, which will boost your ions 3 times. It's a foliar. You spray in any crops, and before you use it, you dilute with water in the ratio of 1:1,000. Have you ever seen such an economical farm input for boosting yields? 1:1,000. 1 liter, you put 1,000 liters of water. It's amazing. And your yields will literally multiply by 3. So we need that in Kenya and in all the other countries where we do farming. So in a nutshell, we have more than 100 different products. I've just summarized them in their different categories. But believe you me, a Superstars team, we have weekly trainings where we train members on the products and also on business. But now, for now, we can go to the next part of our presentation tonight, and that is financial and lifestyle success. I love this part because when I came on board, I wasn't sick. It is my pocket that was sick. My pocket really was wanting. As a full-time lecturer, my wife is a full-time teacher with the TSC high school. We would earn some good cash, yes, but the money would get finished before the month was finished. What gets finished before the other? Maybe you could chat down there. What gets finished before the other for you? Is it the money or the month? I might be the one who had the issues with my money management, but that was a big problem for me. After I pay bills, electricity, rent, food fare, I was literally left with nothing. And so I was sliding into debts slowly. Thanks be to God that this opportunity came to us and it changed everything, literally everything. So I'm excited to take us through this from actually my experience because I started where everyone is starting and I was able to build some great success out of it. So let's start by asking ourselves, do we still have our dreams intact, or have we surrendered our dreams? As a result of trying to work for our dreams for many years and we don't achieve them, more often than not, we get to a point of doing away with the dreams. And that is where Les Brown says, some people die at 20 and they are buried at 75 years. So they are walking dead. Sorry for that kind of a language. But the implication is when you allow your dreams to die, you are gone, you are finished. And they say the greatest tragedy is not death itself, but what dies inside of us while we live. So make sure that your dreams are intact. Do you want to be financially free? You can see dollars there. You want to drive some good machines. You want to travel around the world. You want to live in one of the best homes. Those are some of the dreams, among others, that everyone wants to achieve. But the question is, how do you make your money? Are you an employee so that you only depend on someone else paying you and you don't have a say on how much you should be paid? And do you think that they have any plan for making you wealthy? Not possible. Then we have self-employed people, people who start small businesses that cannot stand the test of time. Corona comes, they are swept away. I mean, economic challenges come and your business is no more. That is the left-hand side. But on the right-hand side, we have other people, big business builders, people who start big businesses. They may start small, but the businesses are scalable so that they will keep growing throughout. And ultimately, they become investors. So you can see big business and investors are on the right-hand side. Now, the difference between left and right is very, very clear, very big. The left will work for the people who are on the right. The left will be striking throughout so that they can have some salary increment. But for those on the right, they just increase their income because they take full charge of their life. And we are not saying that if you are employed, you leave employment. No, we are saying on your part-time, when you have some free time and you always have some time for what is important. If it's not important to you, you find an excuse. So you can be able to continue with your job, but on part-time basis, you build a fortune. You have business that will take care of your expenses and your desired life. So how many of us would want to cross over from the left-hand side to the right-hand side? And if you're on the right-hand side, would you wish to help others who are stuck on the left to join you on the right-hand side? Okay. This is how we do it. As Superstars team, we provide you with the best strategy, proven strategy, 21st century way of working. And then we use Neolife's products because they are of the highest quality. And we are able to build sustainable and breakable businesses. So we provide you with logistics, importation of the products. Neolife will do that. We don't bother with issues of importation and the clearing with KRA and distribution of the products to different customers. The company provides all that. They also give us online platforms so that we're able to build our businesses at the comfort of our houses, our homes, or office, wherever you are. So this is how it works. First, the company tells you you are directly connected with the company so that you can access the products directly at the cheapest price. So we don't have the middlemen, no advertisers, wholesalers, distributors, retailers. The money that would be wasted in paying these people who are not adding any value, you and the company, you share. Now you can start seeing where the money that you'll be paid come from. That is one of the explanation. So you pay a one-time fee of 10,000 Kenya shillings, and the company gives you a kit. I'll tell you about the 6 PVs there, what it is. Now the company gives you a kit that comprises of the international license. I told you we are in 57 countries. And you can build business in all those countries using this international license. They also give you literature material so that you can understand the business more. They give you your own website. They give you the Provitality Pack that I showed you earlier. And every product is assigned points. So that's why you are seeing the 36 PV, point values. So Provitality has 36 points. Now these points will be converted into bonuses end of the month. Now let's look at what your work is. Of course, the kit will be delivered free of charge anywhere in the country without paying anything after the 10,000 Kenya shillings. For those who are not in the country, the person who invited you can give you the equivalent in your currency. So what is your work? What do we do? Because we work, If we tell you you'll be financially free without working, then there is some hidden agenda. Yeah, we tell you we work, but we don't work hard, we work smart. The first thing we do is we use the product. We bathe every single day, isn't it? So instead of using the soaps you've been using, chemicals, and you are never paying, why not buy this from Neolife and you are paid end of the month? Because every product you buy, you get points. For me, I use Neolife tea instead of using coffee out there. With my entire family, we use the organic skin care from Neolife instead of using Aremis, you know, that, those kind of, oils. Then the other thing you do is you share the product with customers. There are people who may not want to join us to build their own business, but they want the product. So you supply them, but they are the ones paying for the product. It's not you. If someone wants to boost their immunity and they are not members, I will guide them on what to use. So I will get points and I also make profits. Listen to this. When you are buying the products as a member, you buy at 25% discount. So if it's for a customer, then that becomes your profit. But number 2B is what gives you a fortune. This is where you create a fortune. You build a network of other users. In Superstars team, we tell you, you don't join us to become a hawker of the product. You join us to build a network of other users. And through our leadership, we help you, we mentor you on how to do that, because it requires just some level of leadership so that you can be able to add value to others. And that is where you build a fortune. So I'll show you, I'll diagrammatically illustrate how you earn many points when you bring others onto the business. I'll show you in a minute. But please make sure you attend our trainings. I'm very quick to tell my friends, if you don't train so that you get the right skills to build your own business and personal development, then you might not go far. Because you are new in the business, you need to be taught how to do it. The only thing that will make you not succeed is if you don't acquire these skills. And we are there to help you to do that. So let me now show you how the networking helps you to build a fortune. You start alone, always. I mean, everyone starts as an individual. And when you join, you got that 6 points. As you start bringing in some friends and buying some other products, you take those points to 500 and you're called a manager. And you start earning something small but very exciting, 1,500 to 2,500 shares. Depending on where you stand, whether you are an optimist or a pessimist, you either see this as a lot of money or very little amount. But either way, remember, you are just starting. It's the very, very first step. Now, the next step is where you'll have brought a few friends for the illustration. Let's say you've brought Mary, Peter, Joe, who have also done what you did. And you can see already there you have more than 1,000 points, because if they are managers, they are giving you 500. That's actually more than 1,500. And with 1,000 points, you are called a senior manager, earning 2,500 all the way to 25,000 Kenya shillings. And when you get 2,000 points, you are called an executive manager, earning 25,000 to 50,000 Kenya shillings. What about the third month, when now Mary, Peter, and Joe become senior managers like you? Then it means in overall, you are already having more than 4,000 points. Mark you are bringing other people. You're not only depending on the 3 friends you brought. I mean, you want to touch as many people as possible. With 4,000 points, you're called a director, earning 50,000 to 100,000 Kenya shillings per month. And we request all those who are joining us today, we are in January, end of January. You give yourself February, March, and April to be directors, earning 50,000 to 100,000 Kenya shillings. If you are teachable, you are coachable, you are hungry for success, you are willing to be taught, then nothing can stop you from achieving that. Now, from that point, it's a question of developing other directors. You are already a director, you help one person to become a director like you become a sapphire director, earning 100,000 Kenya shillings per month. and you start traveling around the world. For directors, we give you exotic lifestyle, but within the country. Like on 11th of March, you will be at Sarova Stanley. When you become a new director, even this month, we take you to a 5-star hotel here in Nairobi, Movenpick, at the top roof, rooftop, where the hotel rotates. You're able to see the entire Nairobi in 2 hours as you dine there with us for a dinner. That's become a new director, and you see that happening. Sapphires, we travel out of the country, we take you to Windsor for Leadership School and all that. When you have 3 directors, you are called a Ruby director, earning in excess of 200,000 Kenya shillings. That's over $2,000 US. And we take you for Ruby orientation in South Africa, Santon Sun, a gold-coated hotel. This year we are going there in April. Amazing. I mean, this is called lifestyle. And when you have 6 directors and above, you're called a president team member, earning $500,000 per month, and you start enjoying exotic lives. So that is the journey. And Pierre and myself, we started down here as distributors in 2010. Believe you me, in 2 years, 11 months, we were already president team members, earning over 762,000 Kenya shillings per month net. I am always happy to mention that because there are many people here who are joining us for the first time, and they will say, if Josphat, you did it, I too can do it. They will start, and they will take shorter time than I took to become a president team member, and their lives will never be the same again. It's a question of believing in yourself and also willing to change your life. Let me pause at that point so that I can have the pleasure of inviting one of our directors, one of the top performing directors that we have. He will be representing all the other directors. We have so many of them in the call. And this is a gentleman who came in from a busy background, a background that you would not even expect that he can do so much. He will tell you what he was doing. But today, he's actually performing better than anyone else in terms of building teams. And this is none other than Father Lucas Juma. If you can hear me, please, Father Lucas, take it.
Thank you very much, Josphat. I don't know if I'm clear. Am I audible?
Very, very audible.
Thank you very much. I think it is a good moment and a pleasure to get this chance to share my story at this great forum. So my name, as has been said, I'm called Father Lucas Juma, fully engaged in the mission of an evangelization and human promotion as a priest in the Catholic Church. I came across the Neo-Life opportunity in the year 2017 at a time when my mother was suffering from acute arthritis. She had suffered from this ailment for a long time, and at this time she was already tired of using painkillers administered to her by the doctors. She had reached a point where a doctor told her that arthritis had no cure and she would take painkillers for the rest of her life. So on that beautiful day, I got an invitation from a friend of mine whom we were working together as school directors. She told me that there was a meeting in a certain hotel in town, that was Kisumu. That meeting was quite important for me to attend. Because I trusted her, I attended the meeting without question. She did not even explain to me what kind of meeting it was. So come that day, I attended the said meeting. That was a seminar. And when I entered the hall, I found out they were talking about arthritis, they were talking about ulcers, cancer, diabetes, and were explaining how these chronic diseases were being cured by food supplements being manufactured by the Neo-Life company from the United States. Remember that at the back of my mind, I had a patient back home, that was my mom, who had suffered from acute arthritis without remedy. From the presentation like the one Dr. Josphat has just presented, I got convinced and decided to purchase the arthritis products for my mom. In the process, the presenter advised me to register with the company so as to be able to purchase the products at a discount. I did that. I paid the registration fee and got the kit and my license. Then I bought the arthritis product for my mom. After that, I sent the products to her at home and she started using them immediately. In just 2 months of using the products, my mom felt the pain had subsided and even the swelling on her joints had disappeared. That explained that her arthritis was cured. I can say that the friend who had invited me was like an angel sent by God to be a source of remedy to my mom. Today, it is exactly 6 years. My mom is perfectly healed, no more pain, and I realized that her immunity has drastically improved. Here we have to note that before that, it could not take 2 weeks without taking our mom to hospital because of sickness. But these days, even 6 months can pass without her going to hospital. That simply says that she has really improved in her immunity. After my mom recovered, I don't remember doing anything else since my problem was already solved. You know, as a priest, I did not have any financial problem since my upkeep and basic needs are well taken care of by our Christians. Now, when my father passed away in 2007, remember he had left our mom with 3 small girls who were my sisters, and the youngest one was in class 1. Now, in 2018, the last 2 girls joined Form 1, and this is when I realized that I had an extra responsibility to take care of their education. So I needed extra money. This is when I remembered that when I had registered for the Neo Life, that time in Kisumu, I was told that I could also earn something extra. So I decided to travel to Nairobi to visit the office of Dr. Josphat Kariuki, our presenter of today, who explained to me exactly how I would be able to earn an extra coin by using the products, sharing the products, and sponsoring, building a team. I started doing what I was told, and within 1 month, I earned a small check of Kenya shillings 600. I remember that I was so happy, I don't know why, with the small 600 shillings, but I told myself that if I added 0 to the 600, it was going to be 6,000. And if I added another 0 to the 6,000, it was going to be 60,000. So I was looking ahead. The small 600 shillings check was a sign of success for the future. So I kept on doing what I was told, and in the 6th month, I remember getting a check of 35,000 shillings. That one, I was a senior manager. And in the 9th month of the same year, I got a check of 74,000 shillings. That one, I became a fully qualified director. And I remember that the following year, paying school fees for my 2 young girls was so easy because I had enough money to pay for their school fees at the beginning of the year. I paid the full school fee for the whole year. Then I continued working diligently because I found out that this one was a sure way of helping to educate my sisters. To cut the story short, today the 2 sisters are in university and in first year. They are doing well, and even this time I have already cleared their school fees and doing so well. So I am so happy to have been presented this opportunity, and especially having made that decision the first time. I don't regret, because success begins with making decisions. And the first sign of failure of any person is being undecided. I would encourage all our friends today to just make the decision promptly, as I did 5-6 years ago, so that your future can make a transformation in your life. I remember that it has not been so easy because of the work that I am doing. Currently, I'm also a student at the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. And education, my studies and my church work and everything else combined together makes me so busy. But I still find my time dedicated for this Neolife business because I realized that through it, I can also help other people to gain their health. And I have helped so many of our Christians in various churches where I have worked, and many people have regained their health. Those who are suffering from diabetes, those who are suffering from arthritis, some were suffering from cancer, today they are fine, thanks to the Neolife opportunity. And I find it a blessing and a boost to my work. Today, I even earned a new name. Many people call me doctor, and I don't deny, because one who can restore your health is worthy to be called a doctor. So I thank God very much for having revealed to me this nice opportunity. And I also realized that in the Neolife community, the people that I found are good people. They are always quite encouraging. And sometimes even when things are not clear, they are ready to explain. And I am so happy and encouraging each one of us to embrace this opportunity because it can transform the world. Thank you so much for today, and let us hope for the best.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Father Lucas. You can mute now. You know, as Father Lucas was sharing with us the story, I was just imagining if he never started, what would be happening to the sisters? I mean, and so many other people that he has touched. And today you are listening to our stories. Tomorrow people will be listening to your story. But then remember, as Zigira says, you don't have to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. I believe beyond any doubt that there are people here who are about to start their journey to greatness. And how I pray that you get that courage to go for your dreams, because if you don't, no one will bring them, to you. I mean, you have to really get out of your comfort zone like we did, and you go wholeheartedly for your dreams, and you live the life that you have always, imagined. I want to, so that I can wind up from where Father Lucas has stopped, I want to show you the kind of lifestyle that lies ahead of us. We've already now looked at health. We've looked at how you build your wealth, and how do you build your, the best lifestyle? How do you live the best lifestyle? Before we go to that, let this penetrate into our hearts, showing you the possibility. This is me when I was an employee, paying rent, not driving, and living that very average life. But from when I said enough is enough and I jumped out of my comfort zone, out of rat race, look at what is happening here. This is not my first home, it's my second home here in Nairobi. There's no crime in having two homes in the city and your home in the rural area. Look at that machine there, Land Cruiser, the latest shape. These are possibilities. And I resigned from university teaching after being here for 5 years. And you're joining the best team. You can see the founder there, Jerry Brassfield, giving us an award for being the #1 president team in Africa and in Neolife world. So you are in the best team. Lifestyle starts from when you become a director. Those are lifestyle events from Olesereni, from Sarova, and so on and so forth. All these are directors in our superstars team. Where we take you when you become a software director. I think, I don't know, there's Irene in Zambia who asked where those who are not in Kenya are taken, but I can assure you the best hotel ever in your country, in your respective country, right? This is where we take you and you become a Ruby director, the Santon Sun Hotel, Pure and Good Content Hotel. That was Zambia, Victoria Falls. That was 2012, one of my very first trips with the company. If your eyes are sharp enough, you can trace me among the participants there. Then we went to Grand Hyatt. It's a hotel in Dubai, one of the best hotels in Dubai. Everything paid for, expenses, flight, accommodation, transfers, all that. Then we went to Abu Dhabi. Before Abu Dhabi, went to, still in Dubai, climbing to the top of the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa. You can see it there. We've been at the very top there, rubbing shoulders with the founder, the billionaires of the world. You become like the people you associate with. Then we went to Obai. It's an island in Indian Ocean, George, in South Africa. You can see us there with my wife. Then we went again to Cape Town. That was the second flight to Cape Town. All these are leaders in our Superstars team, and we are so proud of what God has done for us. Then we went to Abu Dhabi. That is Ferrari World, where you get into a roller coaster that accelerates at a very high speed, that you are inside, that the best experience in life. Yes, Water World. You get into those pipes with water, and by the time you are getting down here, you are 5 years young, Then seeing the biggest mosque in the world, living in a 7-star hotel, is in this wonderful. Then we went to Mauritius. That was the second time to Mauritius. We went to Mexico, Los Cabos, 22 hours flight from Nairobi. And all these are president team members telling you that you too can become a president. You can see me here and the PROs among other presidents. Then we went to Abu Dhabi again with people like, I can see Mwesa here, Lydia, I can see Florence Okech and others, my own biological father here. It's a great experience. Then the company really appreciates us. We have so many incentives. These are just incentives, not monthly bonuses, just an appreciation, a token of appreciation. And finally, here we are waiting for the next trip. Somebody will join us today. We work out your business together, and you fly with us on 8th of May to Turkey, Istanbul. I know some people believe it, and it will come to pass. We'll be there, everything paid by the company, flights and accommodation. And when we are there, you'll remember this evening. But then you must be very careful not to procrastinate, because one of the worst enemies I've seen, in addition to things like fear, and those kind of things, procrastination is a killer of many dreams. Don't allow it to kill you. Fast movers, because success loves speed, pay up the 10,000 Kenyan shillings right away. You got bed when you know you have started a journey that will go take you into records, and people remember you because of that decision. It's called the power of decision making. Have the courage to say enough is enough, and you pay that directly to the company. The PayBill number is there, 985650 account. You put your national ID. All is 10,000, ladies and gentlemen. If it's going to give you your financial freedom, time freedom, driving machines, living in the best homes, enjoying life in full, what is 10,000 Kenya shillings? Let's get started. And I want to challenge us to turn to the people who invited us to this call and ask them, how do I start now? If you're outside of this country, the PayBill number could be different, but the person who invited you here will guide you. Thank you so much. It has been my pleasure to engage with you and our guests specifically, and I look forward to meeting with all of you in the beaches of the world if you'll be there to be met. God bless you. Have a lovely evening, and see you at the top. Our next meeting like this will be on Monday, 8 p.m. We'll be sending you the link so that you can keep learning and growing and building your business. Bye-bye for now, and God bless you.